Hello my fellow hunters and welcome to the elemental meta template build for elemental PHIAL Switch X for Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak game version 13 title update 3. In this video I'm not showing 10 template builds for elemental PHIALs, I'm only showing 2 builds because yes, on Nintendo Switch you either, for example, have to go for a mantle or blood rite or mail of hellfire, and for PC you can just use all of them at the same time, because I'm personally using legal god tier curious crafting rolls. These are rolls that have like a probability to like 1 in a billion or 1 in a million, but it is theoretically possible that they are obtainable in the game and they are legal. Previous, like for the speedrunners webpage, for example, the 7th augmentation was allowed. Like if you go for curious crafting armor and open the editor, like here, script generated UI, and then go to this is also a mod I highly recommend, hard or soft. This is a mod that shows you the elemental damage, which is here. So you have that numbers in brackets and also the plus. You have an elemental exploit, very high recommended, very highly frequently asked for elemental playstyle, especially for Switch X. One of the best mods I've ever seen, absolutely awesome. And yes, for example, you go here for the curious crafting editor. I think most of you already have them, and you can see here, for example, for this random armor piece, the 7th augmentation is disabled because this augmentation is only allowed to be used if you have some remaining budget. For example, if you have spent at the 6th augmentation 6 out of 10 available points, the last augmentation must be defense plus 3 or defense plus 4. I can give you one example for this. I am currently having this armor pieces, and yes, on the gloves and on the belt I have defense plus 4. I show you this, like for example on the Flaming Espinas gloves, you can see here I have on the 7th augmentation just defense plus 4. So you can see spent 9 out of 10. The thing is, if I go to defense plus 5, it is spent 11 out of 10, which is not possible, and that's why I've used different augmentations here. Like you can see here also on the Rising Kaiser coil, defense plus 4 on the 7th augment. So these augmentations are absolutely legal, and you can also use that if you want to participate on the speedrunning leaderboards. They are allowed for this. A short comparison in DPS wise, these builds are about 12 up to 15% stronger than the easy Nintendo Switch builds, which the highest DPS output was about 360. On some builds I didn't have the maxed out burst, only burst level 1, like you can see on this build. I only, on the Strike Dereliction 1, I only had burst plus 1, which was technically the strongest build, and it is also just currently the best combination you can do. But on my builds I'm currently using, the difference to the Nintendo Switch build is I have crit boost 3, which the Switch builds doesn't have. Burst is also maxed out on also all builds. Bloodlust Coalescence level 1 both, and I also have on both sets Blood Rite with Intrepid Heart and Powder Mantle with maxed out Power Prolonger instead of just level 2. And also, like you can see here, Stun Resistance and also Biomark Whisper is still level 1. What you can see here, yes, very cool, Powder Mantle, Intrepid Heart, and yes, Blood Rite at the same time. First of all, I'm showing you the best possible DPS build, which is Strive 2 with Dereliction 1, Bloodlust Coalescence, Powder Mantle, Intrepid Heart, and Blood Rite. So here you can see the true raw and the true element it is doing. You can see here this build, the first build, has the highest damage output when you recover it from the virus, because coalescence got activated. I calculated for the 30, 70 uptime for virus in relation to recover it. And yes, at the end you have a mixed DPS of about 390, and then you also gain the 125 multiplier from the powder mantle, which provides you about 12 extra DPS, ending up you having a little bit more than 400 DPS. If the hit zone is the used hit zone like this, it is 60-25 with 50%, 45-20 with 25%, and the 30-15 with just 25%. You know already from the Nintendo Switch builds. Yes, also the Defiance 3, so very decent build. On both builds are attack boost 3, weakness exploit 2 talisman with a free 1/1 slot, which is technically currently the best possible combination you can pick, besides Rapid Morph 3, Wirebug Whisperer 3, 3-2-1. These two charms are currently the best you can get. Yes, but this is a little bit better for our current loadout. And here you can see the stuff you have to sacrifice. You're using 2 pieces of Shagaru. For Shagaru you have to give up Crit Eye always for extra slots, Power Prolonger and Weakness Exploit. Also weight extender on the head. On the gloves Flaming Espinas you give up Spare and Razor Sharp, which is kinda useless, and instead you get 2 levels of burst and 2 extra slots. On the Ryzen TU belt you're giving up 2 times Ballistic with Master's Touch, which is also all very useless skills, and you instead got slot +2 with Blood Rite and Bloodlust. For the Geismagorm legs you have to sacrifice Resentment, because I didn't want to sacrifice too much defense. Instead you get slot +3 with 2 times Defiance. Yeah, I know the legs are not optimal, but you can't roll for Dereliction currently, and I hope in future sometimes we can roll for Dereliction. That would be just awesome. We are currently just have to use the Geismagorm armor pieces. I know, gonna show you the build. It is this version 13 PC Elemental PHIAL Strife. I already explained you the rolls you have to make, and now I just gonna show you the decorations you have to use to get the following skills. I can show you the skills here. You have Element Exploit as Rampage Deco. Yes, Elemental Attack level 5, Attack Boost 4, Critical Boost 3, Wax 3, Handicraft 3 for Silent Purple Shovels Management with Protective Polish, Power Prolonger 3, Rapid Morph 3, Defiance 3, Burst 3, Stun Resistance 3, Teostra Blessing or Crucialata Aura Blessing, depends on the Switch X you use, Wirebug Whisperer level 2, Strife level 2, Evade Extender level 1, Blood Rite level 1, Dereliction level 1, Coalescence level 1, Bloodlust level 1, Element Exploit level 1, Intrepid Herd level 1, and Powder Mantle level 1. Now I show you the armor pieces you should use. On the Nephilim helmet, a big ass Enhanger with a Hard Elemental and a General Elemental Jewel. On our Nephilim chest, a Wirebug Jewel +4, a Critical Jewel 2, and a Cornerstone Jewel level 1. On the Flaming Espina script, a big ass Handicraft Jewel +4, a General Handicraft Jewel 3, and a Steadfast Jewel level 1. On the Ryzen Kaiser Coil, a Sharp Jewel +4, with a Sharp Jewel 2, and a Steadfast Jewel 1. On our Geismagorm legs, a Quick Switch Jewel +4, a Quick Switch Jewel 2, and a Chain Jewel 2. On our Talisman, a Phoenix Jewel 2 and 2 Flame Scale Jewels 1, please, if you use a water or ice switch X, swap that out for iron shell jewel. So you gain 10% additional elemental attack. So without even first activated, we have wrong weapon. Let's pick a water axe. Yes, without even burst activated, you have 130 plus elemental attack. And that's insane. You can go to the training area and do some stuff to activate this dereliction and other stuff. Dereliction, let's give me a second. 150, swapping, 145. Okay, dereliction is on the red scroll, and now we do some burst. $165 element. So this is insane. You have 165 element on the set. Like I explained, charm was attack boost 3, weakness exploit 2 with a 311 deco. Now to the next build, which is not the best one, but it is very decent and you didn't have to care about switching swap crawls and losing health. With the next set, you're not losing so much health like with the dereliction set, or not that often. I explain you the difference. This is still Bloodlust Coalescence, because Bloodlust Coalescence is very, very strong and it doesn't have dereliction. And also some benefits of the next set I'm showing you is you have Wirebug Whisperer maxed out, so it's very comfy. Also have Kushala Blessing 3, which is like health regen, because you can recover health over your red bar. And also you have maxed out Power Prolonger. And you also have Defense Boost 5. Yes, and the good things is you get rid of dereliction, but you're losing DPS, about 20 DPS. This is the thing you're losing. So that is like a hybrid set for PC, Nintendo Switch. I still prefer Strife over this, but the positive thing on this set is it is very consistent damage output. Not relying too much on the dereliction, switch scroll and other stuff. Yeah, as you can see here, you're going about for a mixed DPS of 375 with additional powder metal activation, which provides about 12 up to 13 additional DPS. You're ending up having about 388 average DPS depending on the hit zones. And the thing is, with this set, it depends on the monster. If the monster has better raw hit zones and bad elemental hit zones, but still about 10 or 15, you have to use the red scroll. And if the monster has very high elemental weakness spots, I recommend to use the blue switch scroll, because you still get that 165 additional element, which is absolutely nuts. Okay, now the things you have to sacrifice or other stuff. You can see a bunch of defense minus 12 augments. The reason for this is that Sinister, we can't roll for Hellfire, unfortunately, and Mail of Hellfire armor parts, Skull Magnamal armor parts has maybe some good slots, but very, very less amount of skills. For example, I think it's a chest or so, it only has Mail of Hellfire and Coalescence, and that's it, nothing else. So you can't sacrifice any skills or something like that, because all skills are you didn't have too much useless skills unless it is the gloves, and you didn't much place to sacrifice, so you have to go all for defense, minus defense. Yes, Ryzen TU head. It is a different head like from the first one, but this is a little bit more optimized, because you only have you sacrifice 2 times crit eye and get only slot +1, but instead you can get 3 skills instead of just 2. Maybe I also should choose that armor piece on the other ones, but yes, we will see. For that other one you have to use the slot +3 for the higher elemental attack. Yes, for the chest, defense sacrifice for slot +2 and blood right. For the scorned gloves, we can sacrifice redirection and counter strike to get slot +2 with elemental exploit and bloodlust. On the belt, defense -48, but you get slot +3 with rabbit morph. And on the flaming Espina's legs, 3 times defense -12, but we get slot +2 with a handicraft skill. And I'm showing you now the decorations you have to use. So I'm gonna compare these two builds, and you can see here the defense on the Maid of Hellfire set is very low. Even if you have defense +5, it is only about 600, and the other side 705. So you have a handicap of less 150 defense. I show you now the decorations. I'm showing you a comfy set for the Kushlighter Aura Blessing later. For the Ryzen, yeah, like I explained, on this set you have defense boost level 5. Also power prolonger is maxed out. We have Kushala Blessing 3 with the other thing, TU Blessing. Wirebug Whisperer is maxed out. Mail of Hellfire is maxed out. Any other special stuff? Yes. Powder Metal, all the other stuff. So that's the differences. Defense +5, so means you gain 8% additional defense plus 20. Wirebug Whisperer for better recovery rate while on ground, and Kushala Blessing 3 allows recovery to exceed the red portion of the health gauge. So very good if you are currently overcome the virus, very useful. So decorations are on the Ryzen Kaiserhorn, Hot Stream Jewel with a Stream Jewel, or Hot Elemental with a Elemental Jewel 2, Iron Shell level 1 or Theostra's Blessing. On the chest, a big ass Enhanger with a chain and a cornerstone jewel. On the Sinister gloves, Hard Defense Jewel +4 for the compensation, Critical Jewel and a cornerstone jewel. On the Sinister belt, a big ass Quick Switch Jewel +4 with a big ass Sharp Jewel and a critical jewel. On the Flaming Espina Silpho and Predator, a big ass Handicraft Jewel plus a critical jewel 2 plus a cornerstone jewel 1. And on our same Chom, Wirebug Jewel 2 with 2 Iron Shell Jewels 1, or you can go for Theostra's Blessing. If you have Thunder Switch X, you can just still keep the Kushlighter Aura Blessing free activated because you still have a benefit of it. Now we go to the training area and I'll try to check how the damage output is. So on the other side we have 165 elemental damage extra. We have to change back for the Water Switch X, Whitebringer X, let's go. So please keep in mind that the Fire Axe is a little bit more stronger, it has 98. So yeah, still some stuff to... Yeah, we have 133 element now, and on the other roll 157. So we're gonna try to activate the burst skill. 117.2. So you can see, yes, on this set we have even more elemental damage. 7 more elemental damage. On the previous set we have about 165, and on this build 172. So I think pick about 170 elemental damage in the thumbnail. Yeah, that's stuff I have to talk about, and I think I'm done with the stuff. Thanks for watching. I later publish a video with more comfy skills like Wind Mantle and other stuff. Until then, thanks for watching. See you next time, guys.